Hey there, Sagittarius. How are you? Welcome to your May monthly guidance. Welcome to the Lumiere channel. First off, if you're new here, I read the guidance. Sometimes what's going to happen may come out, but I'm mainly reading for guidance. So after you've watched your readings that tell you what's going to happen or what might happen, what's likely to happen, then you really just come here and see, okay, well, thanks, but what's my guidance? This is general guidance. It's just guidance surrounding overall Sagittarian energy with the intention of the Sagittarius watching this in however way you feel Sagittarius. So I'm recording this in a way that I can't pause. We're back, baby. And something about Asgard. And so I'm going to tune into your energy. You can chill out or you can fast forward, whatever you want. And you tune into which deck wants to talk to you. Okay. I have two so far. I have a third one lurking. Oh, I see you. Okay. Given the Sagittarian energies that they will be facing, what is the guidance you have for Sagittarius in May, please? Guidance for their highest good. Please, guidance to take them towards their highest good in May. Shuffle differently from other people, so guidance for Sagittarius. Actually, I'm good with this. This feels alright. La 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 la. Okay, cool. If you're doing some spring cleaning, that's great. Or your guidance is to do some spring cleaning. Something tells me that this is something that you may have been going to do anyway. In some cases, it's almost like maybe it's a filler. And by that, I mean a filler. By that, I mean things may be going slowly. Slower than you may like. May. Sorry. Nerd. Slower than you would like, or at least there's what I'm feeling here is that energy where someone wants things to go faster. Someone wants things to progress. Someone wants things to be where they need to be by their standards or by their desires rather. They're not necessarily tired of the mundane. Maybe that's an aspect of it, but someone who just like I need like come on, like life needs to just come on, like I like that. This sort of energy where it's like there's anxiety because things are moving so slow, or there's anxiety because things aren't moving fast enough rather. If that's you, or even if you're more on the spectrum of you can feel in your energy, because that I want things to move faster, dare I say it, can be a very weird grumbled up message from your inner self of things will be moving faster in coming up, because time is relative and irrelevant in spirit. So you may be feeling the anxiety of things already moving, fast, but they're not moving in your current reality as you see them. Big stuff. Take a breath, okay? So, because that's how I recognize this. Things are moving. They're just not moving now. You may be, and this is maybe a step up in some ways for some of you, you may be experiencing a shadow of something that's to come. Almost like a foreshadow. Nerd. A foreshadowing of things that are coming, moving fast. There's that person there. And how that person may be handling it, or how that may be looking, is wanting that fastness, but experiencing the effects of that fastness in their current reality, which is odd, but it happens. It's confusing, because you're like, okay, now what? But these jitters, they're yours, but they're not current energy jitters. They're for the future. But, the future. So there's that. And then there's the person who, that same sort of maybe essence of things are moving fast, they may have an inner knowing. Their inner knowing on their end, where one person's inner knowing is things are going to move fast, and so why aren't they now? Or there's just kind of miscommunication between ether reality and ether and reality. The other person, in any case, knows things will be moving. In a way, you may not know cognitively, but you're doing things, because at the end of the day, the essence is the same, right? The guidance for both of these people, or everyone in between, the guidance for Sagittarius is the same, and I will get to that. I just want to flesh out the scenarios, in a way, I suppose, the energies. So for this person, they know in some way, or don't know, but their message is not as frantic as the other one. That's not to say it's a good thing or a bad thing, by the way. That's just a thing. Because either way, what the guidance is, or what may be happening this month for you, or what is really guided for you, is, dare I say it, it's almost to prepare, but to do the pre of the preparing, which is to clean up, making room, separating yourself, spring cleaning. You're making room, you're removing the old stuff. So for this person who knows in their being, who is experiencing foreshadowing energy in the way that, there's so much happening. This is getting you to just keep busy. And keeping busy is, I just gotta clean. I just gotta expend this energy. I gotta do something because things aren't moving. So I just gotta do something. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is the essence is still pushing you in the same. It's so funny, I swear. Ever since I started reading, I understand certain energies so much better, and it's crazy how there's so many paths to the same point. So for this person, they're gonna use this energy to clean, separate, sever, cut off. I don't need this. This is I need this, clean, this, and to prepare them for whatever. Cleaning, okay? Separating themselves from what just can't. Come on, let's just, that's separating themselves from things that aren't in the future or eventual or underlying whatever that spherical is. Things that aren't there anymore are going to be easy to get rid of. Easy-ish. Because you just don't feel them anymore. They don't vibrate anymore. They don't meet anymore because they're not in the future, or they're not in the place that you are feeling the foreshadowing energy, right? You're not feeling them there, so why would they be here? It's weird. But do you get it? I hope you do. Yeah. For the other person, who's not necessarily feeling this, they're a little bit calmer, but they also have the urge to clean. Again, many different ways to skin a cat. Many different ways to get to the same point. The essence is the same. Cleaning, okay? Clearing, moving, removing things. In this slowness, in this space where you're preparing. I think you're preparing. You're not pairing yet, but you're preparing. You're preparing to prepare. Yeah. For the second person, they're also just being like, okay, well, shit's just not happening, and that thing's not happening, or however things are happening in their world. They're looking around at the clutter, around them and being like, okay, this is suffocating. I can't. I need to like declutter. I need to clean. And this could be literal, physical, in your, KonMari method, like intense type shit, physical stuff. Or it could be, and really, this seems like it's a general essence, and this is going to reflect in the physical, it's going to reflect in relationships, clearing out, hey, we've had bad blood for a bit. I want our friendship to be better. Or I just don't care about this friendship anymore, this relationship anymore. Because you feel it for both of you. You both Sag is one, feels that this won't be in their future. And so they're preparing for that. They can feel that there's a disconnect here. This is not going to be in my future anyway, so why repair? Why keep this around? Separate from it. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? If you were given a crystal, well, not a crystal ball, but if you were to know that, hey, you won't be needing that thing anymore in 5 years, like, or that thing won't be there, like, you will be here in 5 years, and okay, those movies, let's say there's a movie, this is not a love reading, but love is always the easiest example. Let's say someone is shown a future, and in their future, they're not with the person that they're with right now, romantically. When it comes to the moment where that person is with their current person in the present, and the current person in the present does something wrong, or there's a disagreement between them, or there's just an impasse between them where they can't agree, it's a deal breaker. The person in their reality, it'll be easier for them to release that person because they know that that person is not in their future in the role that they currently are in. So they might as well free themselves to allow that future person to step into that role, because as long as this person is still around, that person won't be, depending on who you are as a person, but they won't be. So it's sort of like that, except it's not something, you haven't seen the movie. You haven't seen what is and what isn't going to be there. It's just a feeling, and you're moving in this feeling. So in any case, the phase that you're in right now, Sag, if this is hidden on anything for you, it may be, I guess it may be uncomfortable, I suppose. You may feel that this is not where you're meant to be, and that's true. It's a pause. It's not a pause. It's not a pause. It's a phase. It's a phase. It's a phase. It's a phase. It's a moment for you, and it's a great moment. It may not feel like it, man. It may not feel like it, but it's the moment that's great for the thing that it's great for. It's not great for the other things that you may be wanting, that you may be wanting, desiring, but it's great for something. And it would be best to use that energy for that thing, because that's what the energy is for. As far as this side of the reading. If you click in the description box below, we'll take over to the extended. JK, I don't do extendeds. Because really like doing monthlies much, but when I feel like it, I love to do monthlies. There is no extended or expanded reading, by the way, just in case someone's new and they're like, oh my god, yeah, which God bless you. But no. Um, it's, it is quite possibly uncomfortable. It is quite possibly inconveniencing. However, it's an inconvenience for a reason. And it would be best for you to lean into that reason. And I believe you will be. There is no other. Like, you will be leaning into that reason. I don't feel like even if you fought it, you would know. Sorry. Sorry. No. ain't no free will as we understand it here. This is, you will be leaning into cleaning. You will be leaning into separating, removing yourself, removing things that aren't for you, because you're planting new seeds. You're making room to plant new seeds, new dreams, new desires. And this space, as weird as it may be, as inactive, as boring, as uncomfortable, or as roguish, as trickery, I thought this was gonna be this, but it's not. Yeah, as all that is true, and it's good for something. Yeah, it's good for something. For, I don't know what the 4 is, but maybe something about 4 weeks, possibly here. I don't know what's in 4 weeks. I'm not really trying to do all that. Sorry. Do we need this? Do we? I guess so. I guess we'll do it. What's the exclamation point here? Or what else? What else are you gonna say to Sag? A Saggy baby. Oh. Huh. Again, this does show for me the uncomfortability. This isn't, I don't know, for some of you, perhaps you need to hear that this isn't going to be forever, okay? Whatever it may be for you, it may not be forever, so you may need to prepare. So if this is a joyous time in your life, if this is a fucking amazing time in your life, use this space of inactivity to prepare. Not to say bad things are coming, but, you know, in the harvest, 7, okay, thanks. In the harvest, you want to say, you don't want to eat everything. What the fuck? You have other seasons coming in your life. You want to enjoy the season, yes. Be present to the season, yes. But the season isn't the end all be all. No. You want to use this season to prepare. So, 7 reminds me of Joseph. And how Joseph was able to divine Pharaoh's dreams, interpret, I suppose, but he divined Pharaoh's dreams and told Pharaoh, dude, just like that, he said, dude, he said, dude, there's going to be 7 years of great shit, like just sick shit. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be dope. And then there's going to be 7 years of like some sad shit. It's going to be terrifying. In these 7 years, we need to, sir, respectfully, hoard the fuck out of it, things, like save, because that will set us up for being the place in the 7 years of famine that are coming after that 7 years of prosperity. Because the 7 years of prosperity will hit not just us, but every single fucking person around us. And so we need to prepare for that 7 years of famine. We need to start like building things to save food, save whatever that we need to do to prepare for that, because not only for us but for others. Now, I'm not telling you that 7 years of famine is coming. It's if you're doing well. If you're doing well, cool. It may be that you may have another 7 for whatever. It's another level that's going to be even more amazing. Either way, The next level that's coming is going to be more busy. I think. I think. I think it's going to be more. If you're in the famine, if you're in the uncomfortable type energy, I think it's going to be, you're going to meet that energy. I don't think that's energy for now, man. I don't think, it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't seem like it. It could be, I suppose. But it's residue energy or pre-residue energy. Presidue. It's a foreshadowing energy. I don't feel like it's if it's not foreshadowing, if it's residue, it's not current energy. Call me crazy. It doesn't seem like it's current energy, or dare I say even like your energy. Nah, release that. It may not be your energy, and if anything, that may drive you to do more actual physical cleaning or decluttering of your space, because you will declutter the energy that's no longer yours. Even then, yeah, even if it's not, if it doesn't feel like your energy, Sag. It feels like if it is your energy, it's not your energy anymore. You know how you hold on to certain gifts from former lovers or from people from before because you cared and da 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 da. Then you look at this and it would make you smile, but now you look at it and it makes you feel nothing, or it makes you feel sad. You clear that. You know, it used to be something. It used to be yours. Now it's just not anymore. Um, yeah, something like that. Where even if it's your energy, it's not yours no more. But there's energy that's not yours here, and the guidance is to clear it, separate yourself from it. So it's not like it's a malicious energy that's like looming over. No, like no, it's just energy that doesn't belong to you anymore, or doesn't belong to you in the now, right? So in any case, sorry, what were we talking about? Co-create. Um, I don't know why co-create is here. I never know why co-create ever shows up. I really don't know. Why are you here? Every time I see co-create, I just hear, don't forget to depend on spirit, basically. It is about being creative, actually. It is about being, using your creativity, Sag. So perhaps you are. However, maybe finishing a song. I don't know. Finishing some projects. Ah, yeah. That is a way of releasing yourself from some things. Finishing projects that are just kind of naked and, not naked, but half dressed, half cocked. Finishing conversations, tying up loose ends. Yeah, creating things that you may have created, poems, paintings, songs, conversations, whatever. Finishing those up could be helpful in releasing yourself from the tie between you and this thing, right? Because it's not for you anymore. Even the space, it's not forever. I think I said that earlier. Okay, I'm gonna end this here. If you'd like the no, I'm joking. There is none. I just wanted to say that. In any case, Sag, yeah, your guidance is to begin cleaning house and separating yourself, releasing yourself, coming apart from things that are no longer for you, or things that, not to say should no longer be for you, but that are loose, that just don't belong to you anymore. Really. There's a stone I recently gave away. A friend of mine was playing with a stone of mine. If you've seen my readings, you've seen the stone, but I won't identify it. It's a great stone. It fits in your hand. It's just a beautiful stone. It's lovely. And she touched it and would not stop touching it. And for me, in my bonding with my stones, when a stone and I are like sharing this clingy energy, yeah, that's the stone I gotta be working with. That stone, she would not let it go. Whenever she put it down, she was like, where's the stone? And even though it was my stone, it was no longer for me. and so I came apart from it. I released it. It's where it needs to be now. I hope she takes care of it. I don't think she will, but look. Godspeed, Stone. You know what you're doing. So, with the things that are in your world, let me read that because I feel like I need to like add a final sentence to this reading. Co-create in protection says you are trying too hard to create all that you desire without the nurturing, vital force of spirit. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting to talk about the other meaning of the movement in reverse and why this space is you basic. I don't want to say you'll be forced to clean, but to clear, but like you will. But forced is such a negative connotation word, but you kind of will be, lest you make the same, not the same mistakes, but I don't think you will. Thus, I didn't think it was important really. But I guess I will say, if you do feel the urge to clear things, clear them, but obviously be mindful of what you're clearing, right? Don't just be cutting shit off just to cut things off, okay? But at the same time, if it's time to go, it's time to go. Perhaps you are in a creative slump, suffering writer's block, facing a monumental task, but unable to decide on your first step. So you just avoid doing anything. Does the word overwhelmed apply to you right now? Why do you think it all has to come down to you? Inspiration means drawing in of divine guidance. You must tap into spirit, not simply yourself. Ask spirit for inspiration. Two minds are greater than one. So co-create with your divine partner. Reclaim your partnership with spirit. Inspiration will flow through you as soon as you get out of your own way. So to me, what that says, which I don't know if I said before, but when you're cleaning, when you're, I studied, my first degree was in psychology, and flow is such a real fucking thing. And we know flow. You don't need to have studied psychology to know flow, but there are certain things that we do. Washing dishes, sometimes driving a car, not that safe, taking a shower. That sweet spot between waking up and sleeping. Cleaning are beautiful places to get into flow state, where spirit can then meander through you freely because you're not resisting. You're doing something that's so mindless, but so mindful. With co-create, I feel like this will help you hear your spirit better. Feel into your spirit better. Quell that shakiness. Strengthen that whatever. Or at least add meaning to that shakiness and add maybe a bit of urgency to the calmness. Whatever it does for you. Give you more discernment on both. There's more, but I'm only one person, shit. We only have so much time. Give you more discernment over where it needs to be, what needs to go, how these two can be combined, how am I really, do I really, how did I, all these types of things when you're in that flow state. So many ideas come in the shower before you go into bed, when you wake up in the morning. And when you're cleaning, I feel like that's going to be, I'm not worried about you, Sag. You're going to be all right. This is going to be good. You're going to clean. You're going to do this anyway, to me. However way it needs to be. It could be clearing of mental. It could be clearing of physical. Definitely physical. I know y'all are going to be throwing some shit away this May, this month. And that's, do I punch you when I do this and you look at it? And that's good. Okay? It's not entirely the right time to move, necessarily. It's the time to do that. Sift. Prepare. Okay? Alright, babes. Keep your light on and